This is my first vlog. I just wanted to say sorry if it sounds weird or if I stutter or don't get the words right. My very first time even recording in front of a camera, so it's a little bit weird. I've only really done like little video posts like with friends or just general chatting like Skype and stuff, so I've got a little bit of practice in that area. But today I just I wanted to write something, well, not write, I wanted to say something that I can't really write very well, and I don't know, I couldn't find the words when I tried to write a post, so I was like I should probably try and do a blog, because loads of bloggers seem to be going in the direction of a blog anyway. So I just thought, well, maybe I'll put a voice and a face to the words that go on my page, because I always try and write the material real. Like, I want my kids to realise, like, in the future that things were difficult, but we had loads of really good times, and I really appreciate them, and I appreciate the other people in my life. But sometimes it just, words just don't always come out the way you want to say, which is probably why I'm rambling a little bit. But today I just wanted to talk about some posts that I've been reading off like other blogs that I follow, about the way that how people have been like slating their kids on social media, hating on their kids, and I wanted to like basically put what I thought. I mean, obviously my opinion doesn't matter to the majority of people, I do understand that. But I just wanted to just express that I don't think people are taking it the way that people probably mean it. Like, they probably think that it's more like, I think people just take it like the way they see it rather than how it probably meant. I mean, obviously slating your kids on social media is not a good way to go. I'd rather post about how proud I am of the boys, or like what they've been up to, rather than saying they've been doing this, that and the other. Because, right, first thing first, I am one person that will always stand up and say that there are times when my kids drive me bonkers. I'm not even kidding, they do. They do loads of things that just in general just drive me up the wall. But on the same hand that they do that, I know it's because of how I feel about what they're doing. I think it's more the fact that when you're in the mood that you can put up with certain behaviour when you're in the mood to put up with the behaviour, but when you're not, you can very easily just go over the top, like you shout about something that you wouldn't shout about if you were in an okay mood. And you know, sometimes I think people forget that how people react to things differently, and people see things really differently. And I think the first thing that people do sometimes is try and be accepted, and they try and put a voice out there that's like, so can someone please agree with me, or know that I'm not the only person feeling in this way. And I completely understand that. Like, I think a lot of people out on Facebook, when they call their kids this, that and the other, you're like, sometimes you're like, yeah, I can imagine, you know. Or you could be like, on the other hand, I just think, well, our children are in our own eyes, so the way we behave mirrors onto our children. So if we stress about stuff or get angry about over the slightest thing, I think sometimes that can reflect on them. But on the other hand, they do have tantrums, and they do get out of hand, and they do just, but that's just their way of trying to express themselves. And I think a lot of people just find the way they're expressing themselves, because I mean, like Freddie, he shouts and moans when it's bedtime. Like, he doesn't want to go to bed, he doesn't feel he's tired, he doesn't understand that he's got nursery in the morning. But they're not adults, they don't understand that there's a line of events that need to happen for them to get to bed. So I can understand they lash out, and I understand it, but I can understand that a lot of parents just feel frustrated and they don't know how to cope with that. And I think sometimes, rather than just saying people aren't doing it right, like they writing the wrong stuff or doing the wrong stuff, but sometimes maybe they just need a little bit more understanding. Like someone need to be like, are you okay? You know, take a step back from the situation and just realise that, yeah, I don't have that problem, but I can understand it kind of listening to you, because people, I think also you learn from your parents. So like if your parents were like that as a kid, like when you were a kid and stuff like that, I think it can reflect on you, like in your parenting skills. And but the thing is, at the end of the day, we all have things that get on our nerves, and sometimes our kids are, because we're not in the mood to deal with what they're doing. So really, are they hating on their kids? Probably not. They probably just feel frustrated, they just don't know, they just want someone to understand them and just know that they're not on their own. Because, I mean, it's a really hard subject to try and like discuss, because I wouldn't do it about my own boys, because you know I love them to pieces, but on the same hand I don't really want to be slating them because I think I do that in a jokingly way to other people. Like I say, oh, don't ever have kids, don't do this, don't, oh, they just want things all the time, and they do, but that's because they can't get it themselves half the time. They don't know how to do it, and they don't. So really, is it just me being in a bad mood and taking what they're saying and what they're wanting in the wrong way? Yeah, probably. That's probably what it is. And I don't. Well, yeah. I mean, I was completely contradicting myself, because I read a blog post from one of the people that I read, but really love reading from, and I was just, it made me laugh, because I wrote on my Facebook blog page asking people to write down things that they find annoying about their child. Annoying but cute sometimes, and quite amusing in other ways. But it made me stop and think, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't probably post that, because I'll be another one in the line of events where people are going to moan about that post. But equally, I think it's real, isn't it? It's parenting, and it's real because our kids do drive us bonkers occasionally, but it's just how we're dealing with it. And I like to think that most of the time I deal with it good, but sometimes I do snap and I do shout and I get a bit bleh. But, you know, we're people, that's what we do. So, yeah, I mean, I'd love you to, you know, for you to tell me what you think about people slating their kids on Facebook or any other social media, on their blog or vlogs or anything. I want to you know, we want to focus on the positive most of the time, but sometimes it's the negative posts that make you come down to earth, and you're just like, yes, I get your point, okay? And you're like, oh, I'm glad I am not the only one, because we all want to feel like we're not the only one in the same situation. And it's really reassuring if someone likes a Facebook status or comments on it. It's like, oh, my kid's the same. But equally, it's a little bit cringy. So hopefully not that much. But yeah, I'd love to know what you guys think, and I'd love you to thumbs up, subscribe, or just generally just say what you think about this video. It's my first time, and I think that's it. Okay, thank you, bye.